As a community is mourning the heartbreaking loss of a 5-year-old boy who was found dead in a pond less than 24 hours after he went missing. This is 5-year-old Indi Bullock. His family reported him missing Thursday night, and after nearly 20 hours of searching, dive teams recovered his body yesterday afternoon.
This is the story of 5-year-old Indi Bullock. He is described by his parents as having autism and he was nonverbal. Indi also has a twin brother whom he often would play with a lot. And as you can see in this photo, they played often in the snow. But sadly, on March the 27th, Indi would be reported missing by his mother, Shakia Carter, who told Channel 7 News that she works from home and had just gotten her twin sons off the bus that Thursday. She said a family member was watching the boys as she worked. Carter stated that she went to use the restroom around 4 p.m. And while she was in the bathroom, she could hear a particular song longer than 15 seconds. And if you are a parent of an autistic child, then you know that they often would replay songs over and over again. And when she didn't hear that, that's when she became alarmed. She stated that she knew that meant her son wasn't watching the video. So when she came out the bathroom, she asked a family member where Indi went. Gwinnett police started looking for him on Thursday at around 4:30 p.m. after his family said the door to the back patio was open. The police focused on the woods and the pond near the reflections on Sweetwater Apartments on Sweetwater Road. Multiple agencies worked through the night using K-9 drones and even submarines to find him. They searched for nearly 20 hours before the divers found his body in the retention pond behind the family apartment. Police are now investigating how he got off the patio and wandered away. His mother said that it doesn't feel real that this has happened, and the family is in complete shock. As of now, Carter said that she spoke to the medical examiner on Sunday morning, and she said that she was told that Indi's death was officially ruled
this morning,
as a
there
tragedy.
are heavy hearts in Gwinnett County as a community is mourning the heartbreaking loss of a 5-year-old boy who was found dead in a pond less than 24 hours after he went missing. This is 5-year-old Indi Bullock. His family reported him missing Thursday night, and after nearly 20 hours of searching, dive teams recovered his body yesterday afternoon in a retention pond behind the reflections on Sweetwater Apartments. Indi's family tells us he was nonverbal and he was a twin. Understandably, they are too emotional to go on camera this morning as they try and process this heartbreak. Sadly, this family tells 11 Alive's Angelina Salcido this is not the first tragedy they've had to endure this month.
It's heartbreaking. I mean, I'm speechless.
It's a moment that stopped everyone's heart.
A tragic end with the search for Indi.
Despite their search from the air, in the water with drones and boats, and around the pond with canines.
Gwinnett County Fire, Swiftwater Rescue, and Hall County Sheriff's Department's dive team located the deceased body in the retention pond behind the apartment complex.
Indi now forever separated from his 5-year-old twin, Imani.
It's a lot. Just looking at a child, you have a twin and one is missing. You know, just waking up every day, getting ready to put your baby in bed and school, send him off to school. Just, I don't know how I could function.
Indi's mom says the absence of his bright light and beautiful soul leaves a void that can never be filled. Tragedy hit the Bullocks early this month when Indi's stepsister, 15-year-old Maya Brooke, was shot while sleeping in a home in DeKalb County. The family still doesn't know why the home was targeted or who committed the shooting. Police still haven't made any arrests. While they process Indi's loss now, this community wraps their arms around them in support.
It's just a tragic accident. He walked away from the apartment and there was a body of water right behind the apartment complex.
It was Angelina Salcido reporting. The medical examiner will ultimately determine Indi's official cause of death, but Gwinnett County Police say there's no suspected foul play. The family launched an online fundraiser to honor Indi's memory. So far, they've raised $12,000. That money, they say, will go towards his funeral expenses and also supporting the family.
So there has been an update in the case. Shakia Carter, Indi Bullock's mom, has recently spoken out and said that she has been getting phone calls as well as not so nice threats in regards to her son, Indi, being missing and then ultimately being found deceased in the retention pond. People are saying that it's her fault, they're blaming her, and she stated that they're not being considerate of everything that's happened, everything that the family has gone through. This has been a really tough time for them as a family, and so to be blamed for this accident all while trying to process and grieve has been very, very difficult for her and the family.
Tonight, parents of a nonverbal child found dead after drowning in a nearby lake were hearing from her for the first time. This as results of an autopsy for the 5-year-old still pending. Fox 5's Joy Dukes is live there with more. Joy, you talked with that mom. I was there on scene yesterday. I can only imagine how emotional that might have been.
Yeah, Eric, Shakia Carter and Isaiah Bullock, the parents of 5-year-old Indi, tell me they are completely devastated. Just a day after reporting their son, who is nonverbal, missing, police found his body in a retention pond at their apartment complex in Lawrenceville. Now, Shakia tells us that she was home when she noticed that their back door was open and realized her son was gone. She believes he may have climbed onto patio furniture to get over the balcony of their first floor apartment and wandered over to that retention pond. Investigators say he appears to have drowned. Right now, police say there is no foul play suspected. Carter tells Fox 5 grieving has been made even more difficult because she's been getting death threats from people online and some who've even called her phone, blaming her for her son's death.
I don't understand the phone calls, and somebody's already grieving. Why would you sit here and blame me? That was a turn I just was not expecting.
Now, Eric, as you can imagine, this is still very fresh for this family. Carter tells us they haven't even begun to think about funeral arrangements. They are still wrapping their minds around the loss of one of their 2 children. They say that Indi is actually a twin, so he has a twin brother. So this is a huge loss to their family at this point. Now, the family has started an online fundraiser. You can find more information about that. We'll have more information for you coming up in the full story tonight at 10 and 11. We're live in Gwinnett County. Joy Dukes, Fox 5 News.
Yeah, but the good silver lining, if there is one, Joy, yesterday so many community members came out jumping in to help this family and hoping for a different result.